السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده. If someone's lost some money or dropped some money, you can see me inshallah. If not, we'll go to the donation box and we'll pay you inshallah later. مشيه صلى الله عليه وسلم على القدمين للدعوة خروجه صلى الله عليه وسلم ماشيا إلى الطائف. The walking of Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم for the purpose of da'wah, walking on his feet. Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم embarking on a journey, walking to Ta'if. Ta'if is a region, is an area, a town that is approximately by car an hour, about an hour, a little over an hour away from Mecca to the east. And for someone to walk, it takes about a day. It takes about 1 day to walk there. So here's Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in his exhortation, invitation, and he is walking. And the topic, the title that the author has brought in to explain to us and to show us in the different modes and different ways that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam propagated Islam. On foot, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam sets on a journey. أخرج الطبراني عن عبد الله بن جعفر رضي الله عنهما قال لما توفي أبو طالب خرج النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إلى الطائف ماشيا على قدميه يدعوهم إلى الإسلام فلم يجيبوه. Tabrani rahimullah, on the authority of Abdullah ibn Jabir, he reports that when Abu Talib had passed away, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam left Mecca because he knew that the assault of the Quraysh on Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would increase. He no longer had the protection of Abu Talib, and he left the city to seek protection in a city, in another town called Ta'if. And one thing to note about the people of Ta'if is that they were inferior. They were not superior in terms of their status and their tribe. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a dignitary, and the people of Ta'if, in terms of their status, were lower than the Quraysh. Here's Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam coming from a much noble lineage, a more noble lineage, going from a higher tribe to a lower tribe to seek assistance. So he goes walking, on foot, walking. And as I explained, things that are not mentioned here, which is something left for us to research and figure out, is how long was his distance? 1 day. Right? Imagine I set out now and I reach the next day, Maghrib time, to my locality where I need to go. An hour drive approximately from this side of Nassau County to exit 62, 63, perhaps the graveyard when we go there, an hour. That's driving. Now imagine walking there. You found out that there's a town there, and we're going to walk from here, New Hyde Park, all the way to Selden. We're going to walk there to meet the people there. Allahu Akbar. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam sets out, and the intent and the purpose is to invite them towards Islam. Right? How often do we travel? Really, we need to digest and think about this. We travel for an hour for entertainment, amusement, for pleasure, for leisure, for all sorts of things. How often do we travel for the purpose, simple, sole purpose of Islam? فَلَمْ يُجِيبُوهُ. And they did not respond to him, they did not accept, they did not acknowledge his message, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. فَانْصَرَفَ فَأَتَى ظِلَّ شَجَرَةٍ فَصَلَّ رَكْعَتَيْنِ ثُمَّ قَالَ. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam retreated, he turned, and on his way back, he rests at a place where there's a tree, and in its shade, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam takes refuge, and he performs 2 rakats. Goes to invite all the way, going to Selden, people reject. On the way back, first thing to do, find some shade to rest, and to perform 2 rakats. A habit that we should bring into our life. When we travel, before leaving, even When Rasulullah ﷺ would leave a locality, he would perform 2 rakats. When entering the locality, he would first come to the masjid. We have the habit of going to our homes directly. Rasulullah ﷺ would come to the masjid, and if he were to come in the day, he would perform 2 rakats or perform the salah of that time, and then he would go to the house if it was day. If it was night, Rasulullah ﷺ would come perform the 2 rakats, stay the night, even though his house is attached, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his wife's house is attached. He would not go home. He would stay the night in the masjid, and in the day, he would go into the houses. How significant is that? How beautiful the sunnah, how kind, that to not to disturb the households in the night, where they were not made aware, they were not informed that he was coming, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There was no phone call, there was no system. And to not disturb them, he sallallahu alaihi wasallam would stay in the masjid, just so that when we open the door in the night, coming late, banging, keys here, shoes over there, the entire house wakes up. And everyone has to acknowledge that I came home. And if someone does complain, then what's your problem? If someone complains, why are you making so much noise? Children are sleeping. I was sleeping. What's your problem? I came from work. I'm so tired. And you're telling me? How beautiful the sunnah of Rasulullah to be considerate. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after when returning, he's performing 2 rakats, and what does he ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? It's a very emotional message, dua, that really captures the essence of Islam. It captures the essence of Islam. Our connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in it is the message for all of humanity. When Rasulullah ﷺ returns from Taif, and this return wasn't just a mere return. Other narrations talk about how these people insulted Rasulullah ﷺ. They abused Rasulullah ﷺ, sent teenagers after Rasulullah ﷺ when he was leaving to throw stones at him. Another narrations describe that his body was filled with blood. That's how much he sacrificed in this journey. Here Rasulullah ﷺ then makes a dua. Allahumma inni ashku ilayka da'fa quwwati wa hawani ala nas. Ajib. The first words that come out, O Allah. Allahumma means, Ya Allah. O Allah. Inni ashku, I complain to you. What am I complaining? What happened to me? People are abusing me, hitting me. All these things are happening, and I am trying to do such good things, and here people are putting me down, and these evil, wretched people. No, Rasulullah didn't say any of this. Rasulullah says, I complain to you, da'fa quwwati, of the feebleness of my own strength, how weak I am. وَهَوَانِي عَلَى النَّاسِ, and how insignificant I am in the eyes of the people. I am complaining to you about my own weakness and my inability to show my significance, meaning as a prophet. To be able to have weight added to your message. My fault. My mistake. Arhamur Rahimin, Anta Arhamur Rahimin. You are the one who shows mercy, the most mercy from those who are to show mercy. You are the one. Definitely you are the one to show the most mercy from all those who show mercy. إِلَى مَنْ تَكِلُنِي إِلَى عَدُوٍ يَتَجَهُّمُنِي. Rasulullah then says, in a very personal message to Allah, he says, who do you entrust me to? Who are you putting my matters, my affair, in whose hands are you putting me into? إِلَى عَدُوٍ يَتَجَهُّمُنِي, into the hands of an enemy, an unsympathetic foe, a person who has no care for me. You are putting my affairs and my matters into an enemy's hands who does not even smile, who frowns on the contrary, who frowns while looking at me in a degrading manner. Oh, look who's here. What is this person? You are putting me in their hands. Am ila gharibin mallaktahu amri, or you're putting my affairs into Strangers. I am having to go to strangers to ask for protection, and you're putting me in this situation that I ask strangers, aliens, and they have power over me. This is my condition. So, when do these conditions prevail in our life? If we think when we are put down, or we lose money, or we lose, God forbid, a family member, when these situations come on us, what do we immediately think? People tend to think, oh, Allah is angry with me. Allah is upset at me. I must not be doing something right. The Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam addresses this issue, this matter, this psychological problem that we have, and explains to us how we should process it as believers. إن لم تكن غضبان علي فلا أبالي غير أن عافيتك أوسع لي. Oh Allah, if you are not angry with me, the stuff that just happened, oh Allah, if you are not angry with me, فلا أبالي, I don't care. I don't care what. I don't care what happens to me. If you're not angry with me, then what just happened to me, it doesn't matter. It's okay. No problem. All the difficulties that just happened, I have no care for it. I just need to know you're not angry. If you're not angry, no problem. غَيْرَ أَنَّا, and this is just the human aspect. The human aspect. غَيْرَ أَنَّا عَافِيَتَكْ أَوْسَالِ. Except, oh Allah, except that easiness, if you were to give me easiness, that is better for me. How beautifully he's constructing this discussion, this dua. That, oh Allah, this difficulty happened, but if you were to make it easy for me, that would be, I prefer that. I prefer that. I understand I have the dawah, I have the message, and I'm going to these people, and they're insulting me, and it's a difficult situation. And if you're not angry, I'm okay, I'm okay. But if you were to make it easy, I prefer that. I prefer that. أعوذ بوجهك الذي أشرقت له الظلمات. Then Rasulullah again praises Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, acknowledging Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's greatness. I seek refuge in your countenance, in your light. الذي أشرقت له الظلمات, that light which disseminates, dispels all darknesses. You have the power, and I am seeking refuge in that power. وصله عليه أمر الدنيا والآخرة أن ينزل بي غضبك. And that repair, that correctness, that ability that you have to rectify all situations in this dunya and the akhirah, I am imploring, I am hoping to protect myself from your wrath, least that I should incur your wrath. Protect me from that. أو يحل بي سخطك, or to displease you. I'm imploring, I'm seeking your protection in your countenance, in your light, that I should least incur your wrath, or that I should least be you be displeased with me. لك العتبى, you have the ability to reproach, to reprimand whoever you like. If you want to punish someone, that's up to you. You can take the revenge, you can do the reproach, whatever you like, it's up to you. حتى ترضى, until you become happy. You have the ability to do whatever you want, and you can do it. ولا قوة إلا بالله, and I acknowledge that there's no power except you. How beautifully Rasulullah ﷺ in this situation, even though the people of Taif rejected him, abused him, literally beat him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and yet he turns to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with such a beautiful dua that captures the essence of Islam, our connection with Allah, how it should be. That, oh Allah, I am feeble, I am weak, and I want your majesty, your power. That if you are not angry, what is the situation? Either you're angry with me or you're happy with me. So if you're not angry, I have no problem, I'll deal with it. But if you can make it easy, that's what I want. Make it easy for me. And if you are angry, then I'm going to do something. I'm going to make changes. I'm going to rectify the situation. I'm going to ask for forgiveness and correct myself. Because I know there's no power except you, and I only have to please you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow you, allow me to take this message of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his attitude towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and allow us to utilize that in our life and to allow us to embody that as we make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أقول قولي هذا استغفر الله العظيم فاستغفروه. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.